Tell me a little bit about, as the director of this particular documentary, tell me a little bit about why you decided to do it and where it came from.
I think I decided to make this film because nobody's talking about the issues. When you see these stats, 50 million Americans have some sort of food insecurity, 17 million of those are children. I think the country needs to know that and what they can do to help the situation. So it was really just a call to action film where I felt that, like I said, no one's talking about it, so we need to make a movie about it.
Tim, you've been with us before, which we Eyes of Thailand a number of years ago. We're so glad to have you back in Minnesota, your home state, of course. Why did you decide to help do the producing on this film?
Well, a couple of reasons. First of all, definitely the subject, the topic about hunger in America and how it affects everybody. For me, I like those story-driven movies where people can have that emotional, personal connection to. Plus, also the filmmakers. Zach's a very passionate filmmaker. The other guys, Darren and Mike and Sergio, all these guys are really great filmmakers too. So it's great to find other filmmakers that believe in the same kind of thing you believe and use that positive energy to bring awareness to something.
What were the gems along the way? People you met, or the way the story changed, or as you discovered?
I think the biggest thing that I learned making this film is all the misconceptions associated with the word hunger. Hunger in America is not like it is in third world countries. We're not saying people are starving on the streets and dying, all that, like you see in parts of South Africa. But the biggest misconception is the middle class that are going hungry, that 4 or 5 years ago, before the economy hit, they had nice homes, nice cars, their financial situation changed, and now they're living in debt, and they have to make a decision. Do I pay my car note? Do I put food on my table, or do I pay my mortgage? And that's where these nonprofits and churches and food banks kind of help fill that gap. So that was the biggest thing that I learned, is how it's unfortunately affecting the middle class, not just the homeless like everybody thinks.
Yeah, and mostly because the last 5-6 films have been documentaries, and to the point that you guys were just talking about, the whole idea about being malnutritioned, yeah, and that whole thing. People see someone overweight, like someone, oh, they're 30, 40 pounds overweight. They're not starving, they're not hungry. That's not true. That's not true. And that was something I learned. And that's something we wanted to make sure that we tackled a little bit in this film as well.
Hunger in America is our centerpiece film for our festival this year. So we're just so glad to have you here, guys. All right. Thank you for watching.